Oh hi. The area Halifax, the city in Canada, the administrative centre of the province of Nova Scotia and the port on the Atlantic coast. The population -403,100. Inhabitants, agglomeration -413,700. Before arrival of Europeans, the territory of today's Halifax was inhabited by the Indian tribe of Mikik, which was engaged in fishery, hunting and primitive agriculture. In 1749 the English settlers founded the city of Halifax, called in honour of the statesman of the British Empire George Montagu, Earl Halifax. 13 ships with immigrants dropped anchors in the city bay on June 21, 1749. Aggressively met by Mi'kmaq newcomers and tried to destroy colony, but after arrival of reinforcements from England were crushed. During 7 Years' War, Halifax was one of the bases for the British in North America. The same role remained behind it, and during the War of Independence of the USA, when the city also served as a haven for several thousand refugees loyalists from the USA. Further, the history of the city developed without special events, except for explosion in Halifax on December 6, 1917 in harbors of the city. Contrary to coastal arrangement of Halifax, the climate of the city is moderately continental, that is connected with prevalence of the western winds transferring air masses from continent depths. Nevertheless, influence of the Atlantic Ocean softens climate of the city in comparison with internal districts of the province. Most 91% of citizens, about 4%, Chinese -1%, belong to white race, to Negroid race. By origin, most of citizens are descendants of immigrants from England, Scotland and Ireland. Over 90% use houses English, 2.5% French. About 85% of inhabitants Christians, 12% atheists. Halifax is the largest economic, financial, transport and education centre of the region, the Atlantic Canada. In the city also automotive engineering, the oil processing, fish canning industry are developed. Goods turnover of port over 10 million tons in a year. This significant contribution to urban economy is made by tourism. About car tourists annually. Two largest employers of the city, the Canadian Armed Forces and Seaport of Halifax. In Halifax, the brewery of the Alexander Keith's Company is located. In recent years, natural gas fields on the shelf near the city began to be developed. At the island of Seagull, the city is served by the International Airport Stanfield with a passenger turnover of 3.5 million people a year. 2010. Regular flights are performed to a set of the cities of Canada, the USA and to resorts of the Caribbean Sea, and also to London, Frankfurt am Main and Reykjavik. The Port of Halifax serves the arriving cruise vessels and also 2 ferry lines of local value. Goods turnover of port about 10 million tons per year. Halifax is extreme east point of a railway system of Canada, serving transfer of freights from sea on railway transport and back. 3 times a week along a route Halifax-Montreal go the passenger train Ocean, the oldest of personalized trains in North America. Public transport of the city is operated by the Metro Transit Organization, Halifax, and is presented by 56 bus routes and 2 ferry lines. Education and culture. 5 universities work in the city, including Dalhousie University, St. Maria's University, College of Art and Design of Nova Scotia. Halifax is the largest cultural centre of the Atlantic provinces of Canada. In the city theatres, the museums and art galleries, including the Neptune Theatre, Natural History Museum of Nova Scotia, Maritime Museum of Atlantic, the Military Museum, the Canadian Museum of Immigration, Art Gallery of Nova Scotia work, music bands, the most known of which is the Symphonic Orchestra of Nova Scotia, give concerts. Sport. The ice hockey team Halifax Muscats acts in the main junior hockey league of Quebec and was marked out by a victory in the Presidential Cup 2012/2013. Famous inhabitants. Natives of Halifax are listed in category. Been born in Halifax, Canada. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.